I think it's important to underscore Belize's commitment to all our treaty obligations. We've signed on to the UN Convention Against Corruption. We've signed on to the OAS Convention Against Corruption, which is more, it's easier known as MESISIC. But within all of those conventions, there are different compliance requirements to be able to comply with your obligations under, or the country's obligations under that treaty. It's not only implementing the treaty, it's not only signing the treaty, but there are a series of laws, there are a series of regulations that you have to implement as a country to be able to comply with the treaty. And I think that is the most important information, and I think the Belizean people should know that yes, the government of Belize is doing its part in complying with all of our obligations under these different treaties. When it comes to the UN Convention, there have been moves to improve the Public Accounts Committee, that's part of it. There have been moves to improve the standards of service in government, parliamentarian code of conduct. The Speaker of the House has been working on a code of conduct for parliamentarians, both in the House and in the Senate. There has been the implementation or the introduction of the disclosures, the Protected Disclosures Bill. There has been the implementation, the introduction of the civil assets recovery legislation having to do with unexplained wealth orders as well. There have been improvements to the Integrity Commission, improvements to the Ombudsman's Office. These all come under the facet of the UN Convention.
Where are we falling behind if we are? In what areas?
Well, I think that's an important question, and we had our second peer review was done by other signatories to the convention, other countries. They came to Belize in August. They had meetings with 22 of government and non-government organizations to see where we were and where, as you say, some work still had to be done. We're still awaiting that report to see what exactly the UN ODC is recommending that we use as a priority to become more compliant with the convention. So as soon as that report is shared with us, I'll be definitely circulating it.
What we want is a 5-year and even a 10-year plan as to what needs to be done and what are the milestones at these, so that we know we are moving the anti-corruption agenda forward and actually doing changes, not just talking the talk.
So how soon can we expect to see these changes?
Well, at the end of the conference, we are going to put together a declaration. We are going to put out that declaration in the media. We are going to ask for support and ask for different entities, both in the public and in the private sector, to endorse that declaration. And then in the early part of next year,